Alright, tubers. Told y'all I'd bring y'all back on an update on my daughter's golf cart. Short story, those that didn't catch the first part. This will be a two-part series. Gonna be a three-part, actually. Ran out of gas, thought it was the carburetor or the fuel pump, bought a new fuel pump. Checked compression, it didn't have compression. So took it in, checked the compression, it didn't have it. Was out here yesterday, day before yesterday, and decided to turn it over and pop that cap right there that goes to the valve cover. And the valves wasn't, the push rods wasn't coming up, so, or the lifters, I mean. So I pulled that cover off right there, and the timing belt was broke. Let me show you here. Sorry about the shaky camera work, but as you can tell, the focus, there we go, the belt has broke. So we went to O'Reilly's, the wife and the son bought one, and it wasn't really quite right, but I mean, it would have worked. It was a little bit longer. I probably could have got the belt tensioner and take that out. I don't know. Anyway, there's not very many videos on YouTube about this. I've got another golf cart over here on the trailer, and I'll show you it in a minute. But it has a Marathon engine. This one has the Robin. So their setup is completely, totally different. I mean, you could probably pull 5 E-Z-GO golf carts, and they'd all be different. This is a 95 up. I don't know exactly what year. I think it's like a 99. But it's 95 up, or it may even be a 2000. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, speaking of that belt, this is the belt my wife went out and bought. It was a Gates XL 7215. It's 3/8 by 22 1/8. And I don't know what that one is. Anyway, I was trying to get this clutch off down here. That clutch right there, there's a cover that, maybe some of those are in. It's the breather cover. Anyway, there's a cover that goes through it. That's the bolt. Whoa! Well, I'll have to find that, you know. Anyway, this cover right here goes on that. I'm not even got y'all in. This cover right here goes on there. Anyway, in one video, like I was telling you, they're all kind of different. But anyway, he took that cover off. There was the spring, which everything looked the same, except for the internals of that. Well, his on the shaft right there had a C-clip, and he took that clip off and it slid off. Well, mine is not designed that way. Of course not. It couldn't be that simple. Anyway, so as opposed to keeping on tearing parts, you know, taking stuff apart and not really knowing what I'm doing, I decided to educate myself a little bit and went to a buddy of mine that owns a golf cart place. That's helped me out numerous times. He helped me out when I rebuilt or replaced the head gasket on my son's. It was my daughter's at the time, but I replaced the head gasket, and then it needed the carburetor. I took it to him and it wasn't running right. And he said, well, the carburetor. He said 99.9% of the time it's not the carburetor. You never have an issue with the carburetor. He's never had to really replace those. But on my instance, he thought it was the carburetor. So I got it home, and there's a video. I've got a video up on it, and it was just extremely nasty. So I went to, in the process of rebuilding it, I cross-threaded the butterfly valve on it, and it wouldn't come off or go back on, so I kept trying to get it off, and I snapped the shaft. So needless to say, I had to order a carburetor for it, which one of my neighbors conveniently signed for while I was gone, and I never got it. So I've ordered it again. It's on the slow boat from China. Should be here the 9th, I think. Oh no, it's supposed to be here the 29th. So it'll be a little while before it gets here. But anyway, that's on that one. Anyway, to get this off, I went to him and was talking to him, and he had a belt. I bought the belt, and he said it takes a special tool, a bolt that you thread into the center there, and it, I guess, expands it somehow, and it slides it off the shaft. I don't know how it works, but anyway, I went back on YouTube, and I did find a video of somebody using a bolt. They went and bought a bolt. It cost them like $12. But in talking to the buddy of mine that works at the golf cart place, he said don't do that because if you catch the wrong one or there's a burr, you could mess it up, and I sure do not want that mess. So anyway, so I ordered, he was gonna order me one. He said, I'd loan you mine, but if something happened, he says, you know, it's kind of like his child. His tools are like his children, so he don't want to loan them out. But anyway, and I can understand that. So anyway, he said he'd order the part, but the bolt, the tool, but it'd be like $55 or something like that. And so he said, you might be able to find it online cheaper. So I came home. I went ahead and bought the right belt from him. Cost me a little bit more than the one from O'Reilly's, but it's the original. It's, you know, factory specs. I think that one, my wife said that one cost $8, and the one I bought from him was $15. I probably could have got it online if I could have found it. I tried, but I couldn't really find it. Probably could have bought it cheaper. Anyway, I went online and I found it on eBay. I tried a couple of websites, and eBay was probably the cheapest. There's another website that I get a lot of my lawnmower parts from, but they just didn't even have it. I mean, a lot of it's in how they word it, and if you can't find it, you know, by the way they word it, then you're just SOL. Anyway, the bolt cost me $22. He said he could do all this. He's already got the tools. He could have it ready by this weekend for my daughter. But it would have cost me $155, I think is what he said. So I was kind of skeptical to even attempt this until I found out that this Robin engine is what they call a non-interference. So even if I get this timing belt wrong, it's not going to tear up the engine, but it could run like crap. But they're pretty easy. I mean, you just line up some timing marks and this and that and the other. So it's not like I got to bring number one up and, you know, set it like that. So as long as I get them timing marks, and then when I do the belt tensioner, it doesn't move any, I'm good. So I ordered the bolt. So I'll be out $22.95, say $23 for that, plus the 15, so I'm 30 something dollars, almost $40. 30, let's see, 38 bucks. Yeah, 38 bucks. Anyway, little math there. Let's see, 38 bucks, and then my time, I guess, as opposed to 155. I was going to pay the 155 and be done, but the wife said, no, you can do it. You can do anything. Yeah, well, honey, if you only knew the stuff I messed up learning how to do everything. Anyway, we are going to attempt this, and I will bring you back. Got an update from YouTube that my performance has been down a little bit. Hadn't had very many views or very much of anything. Like I said, it's kind of hard to turn the camera on, but we're going to turn the camera on this one and show y'all how to do that as soon as the bolt comes in. That bolt, that special tool, will be here the 9th. So when the 9th comes, I may not get to it that Friday, but you can expect no later than Sunday we'll try to start on this. I'm not going to say I'll have it ready by Sunday, but I should have the video up no later than probably Monday, I'm hoping. I'm not going to jinx myself. I told my daughter when I seen that timing belt was broke, I said, oh, I'll have this running tonight. Well, guess what? Always something. So I didn't have it running tonight. It's going to be a week. But she's been waiting all this. She's been waiting 3 years to get it going because we thought it was the motor, and I just didn't have the extra $500 to put it on that slow boat from China to come to me. Could have ordered it locally, but it'd have been like $1,500, and I wasn't paying that. I could buy a new golf cart for that. Anyway, I will bring y'all back. Just thought I would give y'all an update, and that's the goings on here. But I will bring y'all back as soon as I have something more. Sorry I had to order that tool, and I sure didn't want to pay because then that takes away from the video, so y'all don't get to watch if somebody else does it, unless they have a channel. There's the old Cushman. Alright, well guys, I gotta get to work on some lawnmowers. I got a couple I gotta get going, so I'll let y'all go and bring y'all back when I have more on that. Oh, I was going to show y'all that golf cart. Oh, hell, we're 12 minutes in. I've got it piled down. We got it out of storage, so we didn't have that bill. And anyway, here's the other Cushman. The other E-Z-GO, but it has the Marathon engine in it. So it's, as you can tell, it's quite different. But if you can see right there where that breather's at, right in there's where the carburetor goes. I've got the carburetor on its way. As soon as that carburetor gets here, this one will be up and going. Funny thing is, y'all want to hear something funny? This thing has been in storage for over 3 years. And listen, just listen. Hear that? That is the backup beeper on this thing. This battery has been in storage 4 years. 4 years. And that battery's still charged. That's just something I cannot believe. That's just, I don't know. No trickle charger on it. No, nothing. Just sitting in storage for 4 years. That's crazy. But anyway, I'll hang on to that battery until it goes dead. But knowing my luck, by the time I get the carburetor on, it'll go dead. Anyway, thanks for watching, tubers.